Summer wouldn't be complete without a good old American barbecue, but could you be harming your family and not even know it? That brings us to our next tip. Barbecuing dangers, we are going to enlighten you because they truly do exist. There's a healthy and a unhealthy way to eat barbecue.
Well, it starts before you get to the barbecue, and I'm talking about how you transport the food and the drinks. So the tips I have to have, you're bringing your cooler, keep the beverages and the food separate. What happens, you're always going into the cooler to grab your drinks, you're letting warm air in there. So you want to keep that separate. You want to keep your food in a separate cooler to keep it at around 40 degrees or less. That's going to prevent the food from spoiling. That's why you don't want to mix. And when you're transporting it, don't put it in the trunk of your car. If you have room, ideally keep it inside the car with the AC going to keep it cooler.
Well, to keep it fun, you want to keep those bugs away, and I can't stand bugs, and especially, you get bit and you itch, and I swell all up when I get the bugs. So what you want to do to keep those bugs away, and smoke. A lot of people think smoke will keep the bugs away. That doesn't do it either. So you want to try little tricks, and one little trick is to take lemon because it can attract the bug as well as honey. Honey will also attract it and trap it, and you can use like a cute little container like this. I like this. Okay. Or what you can do is you can use a soda bottle, anything that's narrow at the top so that it can trap the bugs inside there. But you got to make sure, obviously, you don't want to put it on the table because then they'll all come and descend it. So you got to keep it at least 5 feet away. So make your perimeter.
At least 5, I would say.
All right, I'll stick it way over here.
Obviously, you can use pesticides, but this is obviously a natural alternative.
All pesticide-free.
Yeah, if you don't want to use pesticides.
Now, summertime, we all want to stay nice and thin. We're worried about all that extra fat. We want to look good in our swimsuits, right?
Medium rare.
Medium rare, all right.
Thank you.
But you got to worry about what cut of meat you're going to be using, all right? It really makes a difference. Now, I'm going to show you a couple of examples. 2 nice, juicy, yummy-looking steaks here. This one's a porterhouse. It has about 25 grams of fat, all right? Now, this is a top sirloin, which we've trimmed all the excess fat off, and it's not as marbled as this. Still a really good piece of steak, only 11 grams of fat. Now, also, a lot of people don't know this, but just the smoke from the flare-ups on a piece of meat can actually be really bad for you. Now, most people know that just grilling or frying meat will cause heterocyclic amines to form, which are cancer-causing substances, but there's something else, just the smoke. When that fat hits the grill and flares up, it forms something called a polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbon, and that is also something that causes cancer. So you want to avoid those flare-ups. And here's a really cool trick. Just take a piece of aluminum foil, put it down on the grill, put a couple of holes so the fat can kind of drain away from the meat. And then when you get the flare-ups, it won't hit the meat. This keeps the smoke off the meat.
And you mentioned something that is really important. Summer, we want to look good. And part of the problem with a barbecue is what? The barbecue sauce itself. So a quarter cup of barbecue sauce, 44 grams of sugar. That's about what you would use on a couple of pieces of chicken. So the chicken you're eating could be super lean, but if you're adding that much sugar on it, it's the equivalent of, Jillian?
1 brownie, which has 19 grams of sugar. And I don't know about you, but I would much rather have a brownie than barbecue sauce.
And you know what?
Say it.
Yeah.
We don't want to discourage sauces because not only do sauces taste great, but what's great about sauces and marinades is if you use a marinade and let your meat soak in it, it can reduce the heterocyclic amines that form on your meat. And we have a great sauce alternative. This is 0 sugar. It has 100% of the taste. We're going to call it the Doctor's Healthy Summer Marinade. It's made of extra virgin olive oil, a healthy oil, lemon zest, a little freshly squeezed lemon juice, minced garlic, fresh parsley, thyme leaves, and then you can add a little salt and pepper to taste. And what's great is it is tasty and it's healthier than some of the alternatives.
Bon appetit, yes.